Okay, bro, so please tell me if this is a cope. Pretty sure I'm going to upload this to my second channel because it's not like a big video that I wanted to make, but rather I want to hear your opinion on something that I have really been trying to think of like lately. I've been trying to figure stuff out and I want to know what is maybe your opinion so that I can gather even more information and make the best decision accordingly, And sorry, but the fan is like doing stuff right now, so if it is annoying you, then I guess your problem. Either way, is this a cope that I told myself that I can't do certain things because of my diabetes? If you do know, if you've been watching me, then you most probably do know that I am a type 1 diabetic, which means that my pancreas doesn't produce any insulin, and so I have to, manage it all myself, my blood sugar levels, my insulin intake, my carbohydrate intake throughout the day. I have to manage it all, and also I have to wear stuff like this on my arm, and over here I have an insulin pump. It is actually a new insulin pump. It's like really good, which makes my blood sugar management much easier. Either way, it's not really the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video is it a cope? And I have like 4 bullet points. Is it a cope that because of my diabetes I quit martial arts? Now, why I think it was actually a good decision is that whenever I was sweating a lot, especially because it's like a sport that has a lot of contact in it. If I get punched in like my stomach, I can't really show you right now, but I have like essentially something like this on my stomach too. If I get punched in it, then it hurts like hell. That's one of the things. But second thing is that it is quite expensive, and if something like that happens, then it's really easy for me to lose my money, and I have to, like, because I'm wearing it right now, it would fall off and I would have to wear it again. I would have to do all of this stuff again, and it also takes time and effort. That's one thing. I decided to quit martial arts mostly because of my like diabetes equipment. It's really hard to do both of these things, right? Also, whenever I'm really sweaty, I have it all attached to my skin, and it really easily can be taken off by my sweat, by just movement in general, especially when I'm like sweaty, and especially if someone is like touching me, when I have a physical contact with someone else, like is punching me and stuff. It was a very big problem for all of that time period when I was actually training, right? So tell me if this is a cope. I'm not sure. I think I know best, but to be fair, I also want to know your opinion. Like the first part, is me not training martial arts a cope? Because to be fair, if not my diabetes, I would still absolutely be doing it. Not only for the reasons of learning how to fight, but also just to form connections with those people, to network with them, because they are amazing people, at least most of them. And I really enjoyed being in the company of those people, but because of my diabetes and shit, I think at the very least, I think I can't do it. So tell me if this is a cope. Maybe give me reasons why I actually should reconsider this decision. Second one is I can't do carnivore diet because of my diabetes also. And by the way, it's diabetes type 1, to not confuse anyone. I don't have diabetes like type 2 or type 3. I have type 1 diabetes, which pretty much is none of my fault. It just happened to me. Unfortunately, at the age of 13, I got diagnosed, and now I'm sick, kind of sick, because I am healthy, but I can be really sick if I don't manage it. Second part is why I can't do carnivore diet because of that. Now, the carnivore diet does not involve pretty much any or very little carbs in it. Now, it is pretty much because of the same point that the ketogenic diet has. It is to get your body into the state of ketosis, which in very short terms make you get your energy not from carbohydrates and sugars and glucose, but from like your body fat, literally your body fat. It can be really beneficial to many people, but I actually think it would not be for me. Now, not like the ketogenic stuff, maybe it would be, but my problem with the carnivore diet is that whenever I have low blood sugars below 90, it's like the European scale that we use. Like when it goes below like 90, 80, when it's like at the 70, it's actually pretty low, and below that it's like pretty fucking tragic. Whenever my blood sugar is pretty low, then I always have to keep some snack by my side, and it's usually some like fruit juice like this, or some fruit, some other stuff like this, so that it quickly rises my blood sugar level. And I also can be like eating candy candy and stuff. It also works, but it's just more unhealthy. I much more prefer natural stuff like organic fruit, something, juices to, you know, raise my blood sugar essentially. Now, because when I have low blood sugar levels, I always have to eat some fast acting carbohydrates to, you know, make it go up, because otherwise I would be very sick. Now, if I would be trying to get my body into ketosis and stuff, I just wouldn't be able to, because let's say I am in ketosis or almost at ketosis, but for whatever reason my blood sugar level is going really low, so I have to eat some carbs. I am not able to get myself into ketosis for like 90% of the time at least, and it kind of just makes the whole situation with the whole carnivore diet much harder for me. But either way, I think that from all of these points that I'm going to list out, I think that this is the like my easiest problem of them all, since I can actually resolve it by not really trying to get my body into ketosis, but whenever I can, eating meat, and whenever stuff happens, whenever my blood sugar is low, of course, trying my best to, you know, manage my blood sugar levels, I eat some carbohydrates because like I have to, otherwise I would be dead, literally dead, within like a week of doing that. Actually not doing that, or maybe even less, who knows. Third one is fasting. Now I mean not intermittent fasting, because intermittent fasting is actually very easy, because it's not for a long period of time, it's just intermittent, so let's say not eating anything 3 hours before bedtime and 3 hours past waking up, let's say. This is essentially intermittent fasting, and for me it works very well and I do it every day. Now what I cannot do is fasting for long periods of time, especially if I would be like, I don't know, doing Ramadan or something. I'm like Christian myself, but if I would like be in this other religion, I would not pretty much be able to do any like Ramadan or stuff, or just fasting just for myself, since I have to eat stuff to manage my blood sugar levels. I cannot go a full day just drinking water and coffee, because my blood sugar levels most probably would go very low, very easily, and if they do, then I have to eat something, otherwise I would be dead. So only intermittent fasting, I think it's absolutely not a cope. There is stuff that I can do and actually cannot do, but if you maybe have some other ideas for me, then just write them in the comments, please. I really want to know your opinion on that. And the fourth point that I have is doing marathons, marathon running, swimming, biking even, since, and I'm not really planning on doing this, but maybe for the future I think I actually would be doing this kind of stuff just for fun, or just to like, you know, build my mentality and body up as I would get older. But I actually can't really do it. The longest runs I've ever been on was 10 kilometers, like actually official runs was 10 kilometers and stuff, and it's fine for most of the time, but sometimes my blood sugar also goes really low. The last time I went on a run, it was yesterday, it was also for 10 kilometers, like up on the hills and stuff. Bro, my fucking blood sugar was pissing me off so bad. I felt like shit for most of the run, to be fair, and I got a pretty bad time because of it, because of my fucking blood sugars. And I had to also spend a lot of time just literally standing at one place, not even running, standing at one place and having to drink something like this because my blood sugar is low. Like I can't do nothing about it rather than just drinking fast acting carbohydrates. Like you can see how pissed I am just speaking about this. Like imagine just doing it. I'm only speaking about it and I'm already angry at this. Imagine having to go through it. So I am going through it every single day and it's pissing me the fuck off. So essentially I cannot do long runs, absolutely not. Long swimming, because how can I ingest carbs while swimming? That's not possible. That's not a possibility for me. Biking, it is kind of manageable, but not in a sense of doing my personal best records for long distances, absolutely not. But just in the way of, okay, I want to go on a bike for also like 10 kilometers and I will try my best to not like fuck up my blood sugars, because it's not like as intense as running, let's say. Are any of those examples and arguments that I gave here a cope? Let me know in the comments, and expect a new video on my main channel dropping this Wednesday of, I don't know what time it will be, most probably at like 4 p.m. my time, so at 12 a.m. your time if you're in America. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know if I'm coping or just actually trying to figure out stuff and making good decisions. Remember to stay abnormal, and also I am very sorry, but I literally forgot to upload my like push-ups, like my, not daily, but I never planned on doing it daily, but like doing my my push-ups, the road to 1000 videos of me doing as many push-ups as I can in a row. I kind of forgot about it for a good week almost now, and yeah, I will be trying to get back to it, so that's pretty much it. Stay abnormal.